Hello students. Today we are going to solve SSC Steno Grade C and D paper. So SSC means Staff Selection Commission. Staff Selection Commission. Stenographer. Stenographer. Grade C and D papers. So 17th November 2022. Shift 1 paper. A very best of luck to you all. Before we start, if you want to practice all the questions from this paper, please visit our website www.examsnet.com. www.examsnet.com. You can also download our app. The link is given in the description box. Let's begin with question number 1. Select the figure that will replace the question mark in the following figure series. So the given series has 4 figures. First, second, third, and fourth figure. We need to find the fifth one, right? So to find that, let us consider the first figure, right? First figure has 3 small figures. One is circular one, another is arrow mark, another is a star mark, right? So circular part is in the topmost left corner, top left corner, right? So here, when it comes to the circular figure here, so it changes its position in clockwise direction in the second figure, right? Position of the circular is in the right top corner, right? Therefore, so this circle changed its position in clockwise manner. Clockwise, right? In the second figure. And in the second figure, we can see the shaded part of the circular figure, right? Shaded part. So this circular figure is shaded in the second one, right? So in the third figure, so this circle is in the, yes, bottom right corner, so which is non-shaded, right? Whereas in the fourth figure, again, it is shaded, but its position changes, right, to the top, bottom left corner. Therefore, so in the fifth figure, its position should be where? In the, yes, top left corner. So this should be non-shaded, right? So alternatively, these circular patterns are alternatively shaded, right? So this is about circular pattern, right? So clockwise, they change their positions, right? And alternatively, these circular figures are shaded, right? So next, let us come to the arrow mark, right? In the first figure, we have arrow mark in the middle part like this, which is facing downwards. Whereas in the second figure, so arrow mark, so the position of the arrow mark is changed here, right? Changed means, so it changed to the next position in which clockwise or anti-clockwise manner? In clockwise, right? So arrow mark, arrow, so position changed, position is changed in clockwise manner, right? And its direction is also changed through 90 degree, right? Direction changed through 90 degree, right? In anti-clockwise manner. In anti-clockwise manner, right? So here, look at the first figure. So in which arrow is facing downwards? In the second figure, arrow is facing leftwards. So from downwards to leftward means anti-clockwise. Sorry, rightward means anti-clockwise, not leftwards, rightwards. Therefore, so direction of the arrow mark is changed in anti-clockwise manner, whereas its position is changed in the clockwise manner, right? So from right right position to the left position means in clockwise manner. Right? Whereas in the third figure, again this arrow mark comes to its first position, right? So that means direction, position should be changed in clockwise manner. So again, it has to come to this position, right part, but it is facing upwards, which is non-shaded, right? So we'll consider shading also. Shading is alternative. Shading is alternative, right? These are the three criteria, right, in the arrow mark. So, therefore, in the fourth figure, its position should be, yes, in the left position. This should be shaded and its direction is leftwards. Leftwards. That means, so the direction is changed anti-clockwise, right, through 90 degree. Therefore, in the fifth figure, this is fifth figure. So the position of the arrow mark should be here, right position. When this arrow mark is rotated through 90 degree in anti-clockwise direction, so this will face downwards. Right? So, in order to determine the position of the arrow mark, so we have to consider 3 points. One is its position, right? Alternatively, it changes its position from left to right, right to left, right? Next is its direction, right? So, to find its direction, this arrow mark key should be rotated through 90 degree in anti-clockwise direction. And third criteria is its shading. So, these arrow marks are shaded alternatively, right? So here, therefore, in the fifth figure, arrow mark should be, it is facing downwards and its position is to the right? And at last, let us consider the star mark, right? Asterisk mark. So this asterisk mark is changing its position diagonally, right? The star mark changes its position along the diagonal, right? In the first figure, it is in the left bottom corner. In the second figure, it is at the center. In the third figure, it is, yes, so at the rightmost corner, right? So right corner, then top right corner particularly. Whereas in the fourth figure, again, it comes back to the center. Therefore, in the fifth figure, so its position should be, yes, to the where? So again, position should be the original position, which is left bottom corner, and its shading is alternatively shaded. Alternatively shaded. Therefore, in the fifth figure, so this asterisk mark or star mark should be shaded. Right? So there is a small correction here. In the first figure, this star mark, asterisk mark should be shaded like this, right? And in the last figure also, it is shaded. Therefore, fifth figure in the given series is, so among 4 options, option D is the fifth figure, right? Option D is the right answer. Question number 2. Select the option that is related to the third term in the same way as the second term is related to the first term and the sixth term is related to the fifth term. So here, 7 and 84 are first 2 terms, right? So 7 is related to 84 as, right? So 7 square. So what is 7 square? Which is 49, right? So when a number is added to 49, you have to get 84, right? So 49 plus the number is 84. So which is that number? That number is, it should be multiple of 7, right? So 7 into 5 is 35, right? So that 35 plus 49 becomes 84, right? So here 5 is nothing but 7 minus 2, right? Here the logic is So 7 square, which is the first term square plus 7 minus 2, first term minus 2 into first term is equal to 84, right? Therefore, so the logic is first term square of a first term plus first term minus 2 into first term, right, is equal to second term. In the same way, if you consider 5 and the next term, right? So apply the same logic. So if you consider last two terms, so there also apply the same logic. So first term square is 9 square plus first term minus 2. So 9 minus 2 into first term is 9 is equal to 9 square is 81 plus 9 minus 2 is 7 into 9 is 63. So which is equal to 144, which is second term, right? Right? Therefore, so apply the same logic here also to find the fourth term, right? So first term square. First term in the sense here it is third term is which is 5. So 5 square plus 5 minus 2, first term minus 2 into first term is equal to. So 5 square is 25 plus 5 minus 2 is 3 into 5, which is 15. Therefore, 25 plus 15 is 40. Therefore, the required answer is option B, 40. Question 3. Three of the following four-letter clusters are alike in a certain way and one is different. Pick the odd one out. So here the first cluster is GLE, right? So here each letter, first and second letters are related as. For the better understanding of this, I have written the positional values of each alphabet, right? Positional value of G is 7, right? So we'll consider the first cluster GLE, right? So G is 7, right? Whereas L is how much? 12, right? L is 12. So we can write G plus 5 as L, right? Whereas E, its positional value is 5, right? So 12 minus 7 is 5, right? Or L minus 7 is E, right? Here the logic is very simple. So first letter plus 5 is second letter minus 7 is third letter, right? So we'll consider the second cluster, RUP, right? Positional value of R. So what is the positional value? Which is 18, right? So U is 21, right? So we can write 18 plus 3 as 21. R plus 3 is U, right? Whereas last letter is P. P's positional value is 16. So 21 minus 5 is 16, right? Here the logic is different. First letter plus 3 and second letter minus 5, right? So to find the odd one, we'll consider the third cluster, which is TYR. TYR. Positional value of T is 20. Y is, second letter is Y, which is 25. So we can write T plus 5 as Y. 20 plus 5 is 25. Whereas last letter is R, which is 18. Its positional value is 18. 25 minus 7 is 18. So which follows the same logic, right, as that of the first one, right? So first and third clusters follow same logic. So we'll consider the last cluster, which is HMF. Positional value of H is 8, right? Whereas M is 13. So 8 plus 5 is 13. Whereas last letter is F. F is 6. So 13 minus 7 is 6, which follows the same logic. First letter plus 5, second letter minus 7, right? Therefore, the second cluster doesn't follow the same logic, right? Therefore, which is odd one? Option B is the odd one. Question number 4. Select the option that is related to the third term in the same way as the second term is related to the first term, right? And the sixth term is related to the fifth term. So here, so we'll consider first and second, fifth and sixth terms, right? So to find the relation between them, so first term is 8, right? So to get the second term, so here the logic is 8 into half of 8. 8 by 2 is 4, right? So which is 8 into 4 is 32, right? 32 plus 4 gives 36, right? 8 into 4 is 32 plus 4 gives 36, right? So here the logic is first term into half of first term, right? Plus 4 gives second term, right? So we'll consider fifth and sixth terms, right? So here apply the same logic, first term, right? So if you consider fifth as the first number, so 12 into half of 12 is 6, right? Plus 4. So 12 into half of 12 is 6 plus 4. So 72 plus 4 is 76, right? Therefore, the answer is verified here, right? So to find the fourth term here, right? Apply the same logic. So first term is 6 into half of 6 is 3, right? Plus 4. So 6 into 3 plus 4. According to BODMAS rule, we have to go for the multiplication part first, right? BODMAS rule. So you might have studied in your earlier classes. So according to BODMAS rule, if there is any bracket in an equation, we have to remove that. Next comes off part. O stands for off part, right? Off means if there is any percentage, square root, square, or cube root, cube, right? Such parts should be removed. So after that, division comes followed by multiplication, addition, and subtraction respectively, right? So here 6 into 3. So this multiplication should be carried, right? In order to remove the bracket. Therefore, 6 into 3, 18 plus 4, which is 22, right? Therefore, the fourth term, right? The missing term is 22, option C. Question number 5. Select the option that will replace the question mark in the following number series. So here the first number is 456, right? Second number is 444. So the difference between first two numbers is 12, right? 456 minus 12 gives 444. So third number is 420. So 444 minus 24 is 420, right? So consider the next number, which is 384. So 420 minus 36 is 384. So to find the next number, yes, 336. So the number 48 should be subtracted from 384, right? 384 minus 48 is 336, right? To find the last number, we have to take the logic behind this. 12, 24, 36, and 48. These are the differences between the consecutive numbers here, right? So these differences are multiples of 12. 12 into 1, 12 into 2, 12 into 3, 12 into 4 is 48, 12 into 5 is 60. Therefore, 60 should be subtracted from the last number 336 or the fifth number, right? So 336 minus 60 is equal to 276, right? So otherwise you can take 12. So the difference between 12 and 24 is 12. 12 minus 12 is 24, and minus 24 minus 12, right, is minus 36. So minus 36 minus 12 is minus 48, minus 48 minus 12 is 60, right? Here the difference is constant, which is 12, right? Therefore, so the last number is 276. Option A is the right answer. Question number 6. Select the Venn diagram that best illustrates the relationship between the following classes. Fur, animal, and wood. These are the classes, right? So when it comes to the word fur, fur, it is nothing but it's a thick hair. Thick hair that covers the skin of animals, right? So thick hair that covers the skin of an animal. Skin of animals, right? That means it's a part of the animal. Part of the animal. Therefore, if you consider the set of animals like this is set of animals, right? So it's one of its parts is fur. Therefore, set of fur which should be included in set of animals. Whereas the third category is wood, right? There is no relation between wood and an animal, right? Therefore, so the set of wood should be excluded from the remaining two sets, right? There is no relation, right? No relation between wood and animals, even between wood and fur, right? So therefore, so look at the options here, right? So option D, which best illustrates the relation between the classes fur, animal, and wood, right? Option D is the right answer. Question number 7. In a code language, Tanya is coded as BUBZO, Rahul is coded as BSMVI. How will Mohit be coded in the same language? So we'll consider Tanya, TANYA, right? So its code is BUBZO, BUBZO. So I'll consider first two letters, right? T and A, right? So for the better understanding of this, I've written the positional values of each alphabet, right? So here in the word Tanya, T is 20. T's code is 20 or its positional value is 20, right? And U is 21. So I can write T plus 1 as U. And consider second letter A and first letter of the code, right? Which is B. So A plus 1 is B. So just we have added 1, right? So consider last three letters, N, Y, and A, right? In this also. So we'll consider the first letter of the given word and last letter of the code. BUBZO. So last letter is O here, right? So in the code, last letter is O. So the relation between N and O is, so here students, N is 14, O is 15. Right? So I can write N plus 1 as O. And A plus 1 as B. So take last letter of the given word and first letter of the code. So in the second part, so if you split the code as first and second part, right? In the second part, first letter is B in the code, right? So A plus 1 is B. Consider the middle letters Y and Z. Y plus 1 is also Z. Right? Just we have to add 1 here, right? And the pattern is like this. Just we have to split the given word and code into two parts, right? Now consider the second word Rahul, RAHUL, and its corresponding code is BSMVI, right? So split the word into two parts, RA and HUL, and the relation between R and S and A and B, right? R plus 1 is S, A plus 1 is B, and H plus 1 is I, and L plus 1 is M, and U plus 1 is V, right? So to find the code for Mohit, M-O-H-I-T, H-I-T, right? So split the word Mohit into two parts. So M plus 1 should be the second letter of the code. So M is 13 plus 1 is 14, which is N. And O plus 1, right? O is 15 plus 1 is 16, which is P, right? So code for MO is PN. And code for HIT, so H plus 1, right? H is 8 plus 1 is 9, which is I. So I is the last letter of the code, whereas T, so T is 20 plus 1 is 21, which is U, is the first letter of the code in the second part of the code. This is the second part of the code, right? And I plus 1 is J. UJI. PNUJI is the code for Mohit. PNUJI. So look at the options. So PNUJI, option A is the right answer. Question number 8. In this question, the statement is followed by two conclusions. Which of the two conclusions is or are true? So here is the given statement. Let us consider each letter as a line, right? So that we can easily find the relation between these lines or these letters, right? So X is strictly less than U. So if you consider X as a line, so X is less than U means U should be a greater line, right? Compared to X. U is equal to F. So F and U are same, right? F is strictly greater than R. So we'll consider one more line R, right? Which is less than F, or F is greater than R, right? So the relation between X and R are not given here. So R can be greater than X or less than X. So R is greater than or equal to P. R is greater than P or equal to P. Therefore, we have one more case where R and P are equal. And the remaining things will be same. F is greater than R and F is equal to U and X less than U, right? Remaining things will be same. Then P strictly less than T. So P is less than T. We'll consider a greater line T. And in the second case also, P less than T. And T strictly less than W. So there is a line W like this, T less than W, right? So look at the conclusions, right? X less than T. So the line X is here, T is here. So is X less than T? Is there any relation between X and T? Right, as given in the statement, there is no relation between X and T, right? So T can be less than X or greater than X, right? Therefore, so which is a false conclusion. The reason is no relation between X and T. Even in the second case also, in the case 2 also, so we cannot say X is less than T. X can be even greater than, you can extend the line X like this. Only thing is X should be less than U. Alright. So the relation between X and T is not known here. Therefore, first conclusion is false. Come to the second one, R strictly greater than W. Line R is here, W is here. R is greater than W. Since P is less than T, T is less than W, right? R is greater than P or equal to P. Though R and P are equal, in the second case, R and P are equal here, right? P less than T less than W means P is strictly less than W, right? That means since R is equal to P, R is also strictly less than W. It is given that R is strictly greater than W in the second conclusion. So which is false. Even in the first case, if you consider R greater than P, right? According to the statement, R is greater than P in the first case. But P is less than T, right? And T in turn less than W, right? So R can be greater than W in the first case, if you can extend the line R, right? But when it comes to the statement F is greater than R, you have to extend the line F also. Yes, you can extend the line F and U, since U is equal to F. Yes, you can extend these lines. So in first case, R can be greater than W, right? But in the second case, it is false, right? So R is less than W in the second case. In the first case, R can be greater than W. Therefore, so we cannot say R is strictly greater than W, which is false, but it is possible. It is possible in first case, right? Therefore, first and second conclusions are false, right? Therefore, neither conclusion 1 nor 2 is true. Option B is the right answer. Question number 9. Which of the following numbers will replace the question mark in the given series? So here the first number is 102, second number is 100, right? So 100 and 200. So the difference is 2 here, right? So 102 minus 2 is equal to 100, right? We need to find the third number. For that, we'll consider last two numbers 96 and 112, right? So here 96 plus a number gives 112, right? What is that number? So 96 plus 16, right? So here minus 2 and 16, both the numbers are multiples of 2, right? To find the middle number, so we'll consider middle number as 104 such that 100 plus 4 gives 104 and 104 minus 8 gives 96, right? So that minus 2 into 2 gives, sorry, into minus 2, right? Minus 2 into minus 2. 1 minute. So minus 2 into minus 2 gives plus 4 and plus 4 minus into minus 2. Just multiply these differences by minus 2. Plus 4 into minus 2 gives minus 8 and minus 8 into minus 2 gives plus 16, right? So here the multipliers are minus 2 and minus 2, right? Therefore, so the third number is 104, right? Which satisfies the condition, right? That the corresponding differences, right? So first difference should be multiplied by minus 2 to get the next difference, which is plus 4. And second difference plus 4 should be multiplied by minus 2 to get the third difference, right? Like that. Therefore, 104 is the third number. Option C is the right answer. Question number 10. If plus means minus, minus means into means divided by, and divided by means plus, then what will come in place of question mark in the given equation, right? This is the given equation. So let us write the given equation by replacing the mathematical symbols. So here divided by means plus, right? 7 divided by becomes 7 plus 20 minus 5. Minus means into, right? Minus 5 becomes into 5 into 20. Into means divided by, which is already given. It becomes divided by 20 plus 2 becomes minus, right? Minus 2, right? What is the value of the equation? To solve this, let us follow BODMAS rule. In mathematics, in order to solve any equation or any expression, so we have to follow BODMAS rule, according to which the part B, that means bracket part, should be removed first. There is no bracket to remove. Next comes off part. Off means if there is any percentage part or square root or cube root or square part or cube part, such parts should be removed after removing the brackets. Now, let us go for D. D means division, right? So division part should be solved first. Here is the division part, which is 5 by 20, right? So 7 plus 20 into 5 by 20 means 1 by 4 minus 2. Next comes M. M means multiplication, right? So 7 plus 20 into 1 by 4. So 4 into 5 is 20. So it becomes 5 minus 2. Next comes addition followed by subtraction. So 7 plus 5 is 12 minus 2 is 10. Therefore, option A is the right answer. Students, if you want to practice such questions from this paper, please visit our website www.examsnet.com. www.examsnet.com. You can also download our app. The link is given in the description box. Question number 11. Which of the following numbers will replace the question mark in the given series? Here the first number is 482. Very simple question. Second number is 524. Right? So when a number is added to 482, you will get 524. So 482 plus So 92, 502, 512, 522. So when 42 is added to 582, sorry, 482, you will get 524. Am I right? So next number is 576. So 524, second number plus 52 is 576, right? Therefore, the next number should be, right? So when 576 is added to 62, the number to be added, now the number to be added here is 62, right? So 576 plus 62 is 638, right? So that 638 plus 72. Next number to be added is 72, right? It becomes a 710, and 710 plus 82 becomes 792, which is the last number, right? Therefore, this condition is satisfied here. Therefore, the number to be added here is how much? 62 to get the next number, which is 638, right? Therefore, fourth number is 638. Option D is the right answer. Question number 12. In a certain code language, country is written as 3, 15, 21, 14, 20, 18, 25, and people is written as like this. How will highway be written in that language? So here the logic is very simple. Each letter is written as, right, its respective positional value, right? Since positional value for C is 3, right? C is coded as 3, right? Look at the codes here. And in the word country, O is coded as 15. Positional value of O is 15. Right? Therefore, these codes are nothing but positional values. Right? Positional value of each letter. Therefore, let us go for the word highway. Right? So, highway. Highway. Right? So its code will be, so code for H is 8, I, code is 9, positional value of I is 9, 8, 9, G is 7, again H is 8, 8, 9, 7, 8, W is 23, A is 1, Y is 25, right? So 8, 9, 7, 8, 23, 1, 25 is the code for highway, right? So look at the options. Option A is the right answer. Question number 13. Select the option that is related to the third term in the same way as second term is related to the first term and sixth term is related to the fifth term, right? So here, students, we need to find the missing number, which is the fourth term, right? So we'll consider the logic here. So consider first two numbers, 6 and 74, right? 6 is related to 74 as, so 6, its a square is 36, right? So I'll write 74 as 6 square plus 6 square plus 2, right? So first number square plus again square of first number plus 2. So which is 36 plus 36 is 72 plus 2 is 74. Therefore, the logic is, so first number square of the first term plus again square of the first term plus 2 should be added, right? Therefore, you will get the next second term. Similarly, the logic behind 5 and 52, the relation between 5 and 52 is, so here the first term is 5 square, again add 5 square plus 2. 5 square is 25 plus 25 is 50 plus 2 is 52. Hence the second term, right? Therefore, to find the missing number, the relation is 9 is related to which number? To find that, 9 square plus 9 square plus 2. 9 square is 81, again plus 81 plus 2. 81 plus 81 is 162 plus 2 is 164 is the missing number, right? Hence option A is the right answer. Question number 14. Which option represents the correct order of the given words as they would appear in the English dictionary, right? So here are 5 words: sandwich, salad, salami, Saturn, and salty, right? So you have to arrange these words according to English dictionary, right? In the alphabetical order. So here first 2 letters are same, S, A, S, A, S, A, S, A, S, A, right? So we'll write these S, A, S, A, S, A, S, A, and S, A, right? So here the third letters are N, L, T, and L. So L comes before N and T, right? Therefore, we'll write S, A, L, S, A, L, S, A, L first, right? So after that, N comes, S, A, N comes, then S, A, T comes. So Saturn is the last word, right? Saturn is the last word. Then before that, sandwich, right? Saturn is, so according to the given order, it is the 4th word. Sandwich is the first word, right? So now let us arrange the first 3 words, right? So here, which is the first word? Salad, salami, and salty. So after L, so in salad, A comes, even in salami, right? So S-A-L-A, S-A-L-A, right? So 5th letters are D and M. D comes before M, therefore salad will be the first word, right? So next comes salami. So lastly it is, that means the remaining word is salty. T comes after A, right? So in salad and salami, so after L, A comes, right? So A and A are the 4th letters. Therefore T is the 4th letter in salty, so which is the 5th word in the given order. Salami was the 3rd word in the given order, and salad was 2nd. So the order is 2, 3, 5, 1, 4. 2, 3, 5, 1, 4. Right? So when these words are arranged according to English dictionary, right, as they would appear in the English dictionary, the order will be 2, 3, 5, 1, 4. So look at the options. 2, 3, 5, 1, 4, option A. Question number 15. Select the correct combination of mathematical signs to sequentially replace the asterisk signs and balance the given equation. In order to balance the given equations, the order of the mathematical signs should be, right? So from the given 4 options, let us try one by one. So according to option A, so 88 asterisk 44. So let us replace the first asterisk by positive sign. That means plus sign, not positive, this plus sign, right? 88 plus 44. So next is divided by 22. Asterisk 66 means minus 66, right? According to option A, third sign is minus 66. Asterisk 99 means into 99 equal to 251. Right? So in order to solve any mathematical equation or any mathematical expression, we have to go for BODMAS rule. You might have studied in your earlier classes, according to which B stands for removing brackets. There is no bracket to remove. There is no off part. O stands for off part. So D stands for division. Let us go for division, right? So you have to check whether left hand side is equal to right hand side, right? Right hand side is 251 here. Left hand side is the expression, so which is 88 plus 44 divided by 22 minus 66 into 99. Right? This should be equal to 251. So let us, according to BODMAS rule, let us go for division first. Right? So 88 plus 44 by 22 is 2. Right? Minus 66 into 99. Right? So next comes a multiplication. So after division, multiplication comes. So you have to go for 66 into 99 with negative sign. You will get a large number, right? A huge number with a negative sign. If you add 88 and 2, so you will get 90. right? Minus the big negative number will not give you 251, right? So 88 plus 2 is 90 minus a big number. 66 into 99 will give you a big number. So you will get a negative number. 90 minus big number is negative number. So which is not equal to 251. Therefore, option A doesn't satisfy the given equation, right? So let us go for option B. Option B, according to which, yes, division sign comes first. 88 divided by 44 plus 22, right? Second asterisk should be replaced by 22, right? Minus, sorry, second asterisk should be replaced by plus, right? 22 minus 66 into 99 should be equal to 250. So left hand side. So apply the BODMAS rule, according to which division comes. 88 by 24 is, sorry, 88 by 44 is 2 plus 22 minus 66 into 99. Again, you will get a negative number, right? Right? No need to go for the multiplication part. So it is common sense that minus 66 into 99 will be a huge number, a 4-digit number, right? With negative sign. Therefore, if you add 2 plus 22 to that negative number also, you will get a negative number itself. So which is not equal to 251. Right? Let us go for option C. Option C. Yes. 88. First asterisk should be replaced by positive sign plus 44. Second asterisk also should be replaced by plus 22 minus 66 into 99 should be equal to 251. Right? So here also you will get a negative number. 88 plus 44 plus 22. So 88 plus 66. Right? So you will get 154 minus a negative number, a big number. So which is not equal to 251. Right? No need to go for option C. Directly go for option D. Yes, 88 minus 44 divided by 22, right? Plus 66 plus 99. So according to what, there is no multiplication part here. Yes, 88 directly start with division. Minus 44 divided by 22 is minus 2 plus 66 plus 99. So addition comes before subtraction, right? According to BODMAS rule. Yes. So 88 plus 66, so which is 154, right? Plus 99. So which is 254, 253. 253 minus 2 is equal to 251, which is the answer, right? Which is the right hand side part. Therefore, option D satisfies the given equation. Right? In place of the given asterisk, you have to replace the mathematical signs in the order of minus, divided by, plus, plus, and equal to, right? Which satisfies the equation. Hence, option D is the right answer. Question number 16. A and B means A is the sister of B. A minus B means A is the mother of B. A into B means A is the husband of B. A at the rate B means A is the son of B. Which of the following options means L is the father of O? So for the better understanding of these relationships, we use some symbols. So we use a circular symbol for all females. Right? So we use a square symbol for all males. Let us use a single horizontal line for siblings and double horizontal line for married couple. Married couple. We use a slightly slanted line or a vertical line for difference of generation. Difference of generation. Right? So let us go one by one. Use option A, right? So here we need to choose the option which gives the relation between L and O. L is father of O means, so L is a male, right? So he is father of O. Here gender of O is not known. So L should be a male, L is a father of O. So which of the given expression gives the meaning of L is the father of O, right? To find that, let us go one by one. Option A. Option A is L and M. L and means first person is sister of second person. A is the sister of B. A and B means. Therefore, L and M means first person is sister of second person. Therefore, L is sister means L is a female. Is a sister of second person means use the single horizontal line for siblings. Right? Right? Next, M into N. M into N means the first person is husband of second person. Right? Therefore, M is a male. Right? Is the husband of means use double horizontal line for married couple. Right? First person is husband of second person. So M into N means N is a female. Right? So N at the rate O, that means first person is son of second person, right? So N is son of second person means, so use vertical line, right? So O, but here N cannot be son. N is a female, N cannot be son. Right? Here we are going to find L is the father of O. In option A, L is the second generation. O becomes the first generation. Right? So L cannot be father, right? Also. So second generation. Since L is female in option A, right? Therefore, so option A doesn't, it doesn't give the meaning of L is father of O, right? Consider option B. Option B. So L into M. So into M means L is husband of B, right? Therefore, L is a male, husband of M, right? M is a female. M minus N. So M minus N means first person is mother of second person. So use the vertical line, right? M is mother of N, right? Next, M minus N, mother of N. N and O. N and O means first person is sister of second person. Therefore, so N and O means N is a female, right? Who is sister of second person. So gender of O is not known, right? So look at the relation between L and O. So L and M are couple, they are married couple, right? They have two children, N and O. Because M is mother of N means for N and O, L becomes father. Since N and O are siblings, N and O are siblings, these two are children of L and M. These two are N and O become children of L and M. Right? Therefore, L is father of O. L is father of O. Right? Here gender of O is not needed. Just here L should be the father of O. Therefore, option B is the right answer. Which means L is the father of O. Question number 17. How many triangles are there in the given figure? Right? So in the given figure, let us consider the individual triangles first. Right? Individual means the small triangles. Not by adding two or more triangles here. Right? Individual triangles are, yes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Right? So 14 individual triangles. Right? So next is, so we'll consider few triangles by adding one or more triangles, which I am showing in green line, right? This is one triangle, two triangles, right? So by adding four triangles, we have two. Next is inverted triangles, 3, 4, and 5, right? Therefore, so by adding four triangles, we get big triangles, right? Big triangles are, so 3 plus 2, 5, right? So 2 plus 3, right? So two triangles are upright and three triangles are inverted. Together we have 5 big triangles. So totally we have 14 plus 5. 14 individual triangles, small triangles, and 5 big triangles. So together it is 19. Hence option C is the right answer. Question number 18. Select the figure from the options that can replace the question mark and complete the pattern. Right? So here is the given figure. To complete the pattern, so we have to join these dotted lines first. Right? So this dotted line pattern looks like this, a curved line. Right? So next, to complete this pattern, we have to draw a vertical line like this. Its pattern will be like this, right? So at this center, we have to complete the oval part, right? So if you consider this as the center, so we have a triangular portion like this, right? So at the center, we have to complete the oval part. Here also, we get a curved line, and we have to draw a horizontal line to complete the pattern, right? Which gives a plus sign like this at the center. So to complete that, draw horizontal line, right? Therefore, the missing part is this one, right? So among four options, we have option B, right? Which completes the, yes, given figure, right? So which completes the pattern. So option B is the right answer. Question 19. Which letter cluster will replace the question mark to complete the given series, right? So we'll consider the first cluster A, B, D, G, right? A, B, D, G. In the second cluster, we have B, C, E, H. So B, C, E, H, where the first letter is B in the second cluster, right? And the second letter is C in the second cluster. Third letter is E, fourth letter is H, right? So we'll consider first letters, right? A and B, right? So these are consecutive letters, right? So after A, B comes, that means A plus 1 gives B, right? Whereas second letters are B and C in the first two clusters. B plus 1 is C, D plus 1 is E, whereas G plus 1 after G, H comes, right? So if you follow this pattern, so we'll consider last two clusters also. D, E, G, J. And last cluster is E, F, H, K. Right? Right? So here, after D, E comes, D plus 1 is E. After E, F comes, E plus 1 is F. G plus 1 is H. J plus 1 is K. Right? Just we have to write its next letter. Right? So therefore, to find the third cluster, just add 1 to B. First letter is B here in the second cluster, right? So B plus 1 is C, whereas C plus 1 is D, and E plus 1 is F, H plus 1 is I, right? So to verify this, so consider the fourth cluster. C plus 1 is D, D plus 1 is E, so F plus 1 is G, I plus 1 is J. Therefore, the missing cluster is C, D, F, I. right? C, D, F, I. Option B is the right answer. Here the logic is add 1 to, we have to just add 1 to each letter, right? So each letter to get next cluster, right? Therefore, option B is the right answer. Question number 20. Which of the following interchange of signs would make the given equation correct? So in order to make the given equation correct, so according to option A, if we interchange division and subtraction signs, right? So we'll get the equation correct or not. Let us check. 42 divided by 7 becomes minus 7. Just interchange division sign with, yes, negative sign, right? Subtraction sign. 7 minus 64 becomes divided by 64 plus 11 into 6 should be equal to 4, right? So we'll consider the right hand side part later, right? So here, according to Bodmer's rule, students, according to Bodmer's rule, as we have discussed in the previous questions, first we have to remove the bracket part. There is no bracket to remove. There is no off part also. So next comes a division, right? So here is a division 7 divided by 64, right? So it is 64 is not completely divisible by 7, right? So you will get a fraction, right? So no need to go for this option also. For finally, you will get a fraction. So 42 minus a fraction, right? Plus 11 into 6, according to Bodmer's rule, multiplication comes after division. So 66 comes. So minus fraction, you will get a fraction. Finally, you will get a fraction, which is not equal to 4. Therefore, option A doesn't satisfy the given equation, right? So consider option B. So just interchange multiplication and addition sign, right? So remaining signs will be as it is. 42 divided by 7 minus 64 plus 11 becomes into 11 into 6 becomes plus 6, right? So 42 by 7 is 6 minus 64 into 11 plus 6, right? So 6 minus 64 into 11, you will get a negative integer, which is not equal to 4, right? You can try this. 64 into 10 is 640 plus 11 is, sorry, plus 64. 640, 640, 704, right? 704. Am I right? Yes, 704 plus 6. So you will get a 6 plus 6, 12. Yes, 600 and, yes, 694, 692 minus 692, which is not equal to 4, which is not equal to RHS, right? Consider option C if we interchange into and subtraction signs, right? So equation becomes 42 by 7 minus 64 becomes into 64 plus 11 minus 6 becomes, sorry, into 6 becomes minus 6. This should be equal to 4. So we have to check. 42 by 7 is 6, right? Into 64 plus 11 minus 6. 64 into 4. So after division, multiplication comes according to Bodmer's rule. 64 into 4. So 24, 384 plus 11 minus 6. So 384 plus 11 is 394. 395 minus 6 is 389, which is not equal to 4. Therefore, option D is the right answer. Let us verify it. So just interchange plus and minus signs. So 42 divided by 7 minus 64 becomes plus 64 plus 11 becomes minus 11 into 6. So according to Bodmer's rule, go for division part. So 42 by 7 is 6 plus 64 minus 11 into 6. So 6 plus 64. So after division, multiplication comes. Go for multiplication part. So minus 11 into 6 is minus 66. Right? So next comes addition. 64 plus 6 is 70. Minus 66 is 4. So which is nothing but right hand side in the given equation. Therefore, if we interchange plus and minus in the given equation, it satisfies the equation. Option D is the right answer. Students, if you want to practice such questions from this paper, please visit our website www.examsnet.com. www.examsnet.com. You can also download our app. The link is given in the description box. Question 21. Three statements are given followed by three conclusions numbered 1, 2, and 3. Assuming the statements to be true, even if they seem to be at variance with commonly known facts, decide which of the conclusions logically follow from the statements. So students, here are three statements given followed by three conclusions, right? So let us represent the given statements in the form of Venn diagram, right? So here first statement is some telescopes are periscopes. So let us consider two sets, right? Set of telescopes, right? And set of periscopes, right? So we'll consider a set of telescopes, right? And we'll consider a set of periscopes. In that, some telescopes are periscopes. That means some portion of telescopes is a portion of periscopes also, right? Therefore, so this is set of periscopes, right? This shaded portion, which I am showing now, right? So this indicates the statement 1, right? Some telescopes are periscopes. So let us take the second statement. Some telescopes are microscopes. So some portion of telescopes. So let me consider this portion, right? Some telescopes are microscopes. So we'll consider set of microscopes now, right? So we'll consider third statement, right? So some telescopes are kaleidoscopes. So some portion of telescopes, right? So let me take this portion. So this portion I'm showing now, the shaded portion, so indicates the third statement, right? Whereas the second statement is this one. Some telescopes are microscope, right? So here we'll consider set of kaleidoscopes, right? So these shaded portions indicate three statements given, right? So now come to the conclusion part, right? Some kaleidoscopes are telescopes. So this some portion of kaleidoscopes are telescopes, which is true, right? So which is vice versa of third statement, right? So conclusion 1 is vice versa of third statement, right? Therefore, first conclusion is true. Second conclusion, some microscopes are kaleidoscopes. So here is set of microscopes, set of kaleidoscopes is here, right? So there is no relation between microscopes and kaleidoscopes according to the given statements, right? Therefore, some microscopes, so any portion of the microscope is not a kaleidoscope, right? Therefore, second conclusion is false. The reason is there is no relation between set of microscopes and kaleidoscopes. Microscopes and kaleidoscopes, right? Therefore, second conclusion is false. And the third one is some microscopes are telescopes. So the portion of microscope is a portion of telescopes also, right? So from the second statement, this statement, right? So the third conclusion is vice versa of second statement. Therefore, which is true. Some portion of microscope is a portion of telescope also. Therefore, third conclusion follows. Therefore, look at the options. So option A is only conclusion 3 follows. So which is false. Conclusion 1 and 3 follow, right? Two conclusions follow. And so option B is the right answer, right? Whereas second conclusion doesn't follow, which is false, right? Therefore, option B is the right answer. Question number 22. 9 persons, Ajay, Rahul, Beena, Ajit, Komal, Pawan, Ankit, Aditya, and Kaushal are sitting in a straight line facing north, but not necessarily in the same order. So we'll consider the direction, north direction. So all are facing north direction. There are 9 members sitting, right? So in a straight line. So Rahul is fourth to the right of Beena. So before considering the first point, so we'll consider the point, right? So Aditya is sitting on the extreme right end, right? So last but one point. So we'll consider extreme right and left ends first, right? This is extreme right, this is extreme left, right? On the extreme right end, right? Who is sitting? Aditya is sitting. Aditya is the 9th person, right? 9th person, right? So next point is, here we'll consider, yes. So to the left of Aditya, yes. Consider the second point. Komal is second to the left of Aditya, right? To the left of Aditya means this direction, right? Left, right? This means to the right, right? So second to the left of Aditya, Komal is sitting. So first person is here, right? So to the left of Aditya, and second person is Komal, right? Second to the left of Aditya, and this Komal is fourth to the right of Ajay. So this person is fourth to the right of Ajay, means Ajay's position will be, so third person to the right of Ajay is here, second person, first person to the right of Ajay, and Ajay will be sitting here, right? So on a straight line, position of Ajay is, so if you consider their positions, so this is 7th position, 6th position, 5th, 4th, and third person is Ajay, right? So let us come to the next point, right? So Komal is second to the left of Aditya and fourth to the right of Ajay, who is fifth to the left of Ajit. Here Ajay is fifth to the left. To the left means this direction, right? Fifth person to the left of Ajit is Ajay, right? Therefore Ajit's position is here, 8th position. To his left, the 5th person is Ajay, right? So this condition is satisfied. Next, now here we'll consider first point. Rahul is fourth to the right of Beena. To the right of Beena, fourth position is Rahul's, right? So therefore, here first and second positions are vacant, right? Right? So to the right of Beena, Rahul is fourth to the right of Beena. So keeping this in our mind, and here Ajay is not an immediate neighbor of Beena. This is also important. Therefore, we cannot consider Beena's position here. We cannot consider because of this point. Ajay is not an immediate neighbor of Beena, right? Therefore, so Beena is the first person, right? So first position is of Beena's, and to the right of Beena, right? Rahul is the fourth person to the right of Beena. So first, second, third, fourth. So here Rahul is the 5th person in a straight line, right? Right? So now, coming to the last point, Pawan is not an immediate neighbor of Rahul. So, immediate neighbor of Rahul. So, are either 4th person or 6th person. These are the immediate neighbors, right? So, here Pawan is not an immediate neighbor of Rahul. Therefore, Pawan is the second person, right? Second person is Pawan, right? So here 2 places are vacant. 4th and 6th places are vacant, right? So now coming to the question, actual question number 22. Who are the immediate neighbors of Rahul, right? Who are the immediate neighbors means 4th and 6th persons, right? So here, so among 9 persons, right? So Ankit and Kaushal are missing here, right? So in the information given, Ankit and Kaushal's positions are missing. So which are 4th and 6th, right? Either Ankit is 4th person or Kaushal is 4th person, or Ankit is 6th person, right? Or Kaushal is 6th person, right? Therefore, these two are neighbors of Rahul, right? These two are neighbors of Rahul. Therefore, for the given question, Ankit and Kaushal, option B is the right answer. Immediate neighbors of Rahul are Ankit and Kaushal. Option B. Question 23. Select the option that is related to the fifth letter cluster in the same way as the second letter cluster is related to the first letter cluster and the fourth letter cluster is related to the third letter cluster, right? So here are two letter clusters, right? So first and second, third and fourth. So we have to find the relation between them. How the first word pave is quoted as FXDT. We have to find that. For that, let us consider the positional values of each alphabet, right? Like A as 1, B as 2, up to Z, right? Z as 26, right? So we'll consider the word pave, P-A-V-E, right? So this word is coded as FXDT, FXDT. Right? So here the relation between P and T is positional value of P is 16, T is 20, right? Therefore, so P is coded as T here, right? When 4 is added to P, we'll get T. P plus 4 is T, right? So let us consider the second letter, which is A, right? So when 3 is added to A plus 3 gives you D, right? So like that. In the reverse manner, they've written the codes, right? So next letter is V. We have to add 2, right? So V plus 2. V is 22 plus 2 is 24, which is X. Whereas positional value of E is 5 plus 1, right? So here the numbers added are 4, 3, 2, and 1. Right? So to the first letter, 4 is added. The second letter, 3. To the third letter, 2. To the fourth letter, 1 is added. Right? So in the decreasing order. Right? So the numbers are added in the decreasing order. Right? Similarly, for the next letter cluster, AXLE. AXLE. Right? So A is 1. So we have to add 4. Right? So A plus 4 is 5, which is E. Right? Next, X plus 3, right? X is 24 plus 3 is 27. It is nothing but A, right? And L plus 2. L is 12 plus 2 is 14, which is N. And in the reverse manner, E plus 1. E is 5 plus 1 is 6, which is F. So AXL is coded as FNAE, right? Right? Similarly, for the last cluster, BREW. BREW, right? So we have to add 4, right, to the first letter. B is 2. Positional value of B is 2 plus 4 is 6, which is nothing but F, right? So the next letter is R. So we have to add 3, right? R is how much? 18 plus 3 is 21, which is U. Last but one letter is U. And E plus 2. E is 5 plus 2 is 7, which is G. And W is how much? 23 plus 1. W plus 1 is 24, which is X. Therefore, code for BREW is XGUF, right? XGUF, option C is the right answer. Question 24. In this question, 3 statements are given followed by 3 conclusions, 1, 2, and 3. You have to consider the 3 statements to be true, even if they seem to be at variance from commonly known facts. Read all the conclusions and then decide which of the given conclusion logically follows from the given statements. So students, we'll represent the given statements in the form of Venn diagram, right? Later we can decide the given conclusions are true or false, right? So the first one, some bricks are metals. First statement is some bricks are metals, right? So let us consider set of bricks, right? Set of bricks. Some bricks are metals means we'll consider set of metals, right? Set of metals. So this common portion indicates some bricks are metals, first statement, right? And the second one, all metals are shiny. So that means set of metals completely included in set of shiny, right? So we'll consider set of shiny, right? So all metals are shiny, right? So this one. And the third one, no shiny thing can float. No shiny thing can float means, so if there is a set of a float, right? So which is excluded from set of shiny. That means there is no relation between shiny and float, right? No shiny thing can float, right? So that means strictly there is no relation between shiny things and float. So now come to the conclusion part, right? Some metals can float, right? Since set of metals is included in set of shiny, so no metal can float. Because of third statement, no shiny thing can float. Therefore, some metals can float. It is a some metals can float. It's a false conclusion. No metal can float, right? Next one, no brick can float, right? No brick can float. So here, there is no direct relation between bricks and float, right? So because of the word no brick can float, right? Which is not definite, right? Can, if the word is used, the word can is used, it indicates it is not definite, right? Therefore, so no brick can float is also false, right? That means there is a possibility, right? So possibility is there, right? That no brick, that means some bricks can float. There is a possibility, but it is not definite, right? Not definite. Therefore, it's a false conclusion, right? So whereas the third one, some bricks are shiny. Some bricks are shiny, which is true because some bricks are metals, which is already given, where metals are shiny. All metals are shiny, right? Therefore, some bricks, this shaded portion, which I am showing now, right? These shaded portions are shiny. Therefore, third conclusion is true, right? Therefore, option B, only conclusion 3 follows. Option B is the right answer. Question 25, two statements are given followed by two conclusions numbered 1 and 2. Assuming the statements to be true, even if they seem to be at variance with commonly known facts, decide which of the conclusions logically follow from the statements. So here are two statements given followed by two conclusions. As we have discussed in the previous question, here also let us represent the given statements in the form of Venn diagram. Later we can decide which of the conclusions follows, right? Or which one doesn't follow. So for that, we'll consider the first one. Some tasks are jobs. So we'll consider set of tasks now. Set of tasks. And some portion of the tasks are jobs. That means some tasks are jobs, right? So this shaded portion indicates the first statement. Whereas the second statement says no job is a duty. There is a set of duty, right? Right? So which is excluded from set of job. That means no job is a duty. There is no portion of job is a duty. All right? No job is a duty. Now come to the conclusion part. All tasks can never be duties. All tasks, that means every portion of the task, right? So can never be duties. Never be duties means can never be. So if there is a word can, right? So that means there is a possibility, right? So we cannot say strictly that all tasks can never be duties, right? So it is a false conclusion, right? Though there is no relation between task and duty, there is a possibility. There is a possibility. Therefore, first conclusion is a false one. Whereas the second one, some tasks are duties. Some tasks are duties. So there is no relation between tasks and duties. Therefore, a false conclusion. Some tasks are duties. Right? So the second one is given strictly that some tasks are duties. So if there is a word that can, right, then there is a possibility, right, that some tasks are duties. So, right, but there is no relation between tasks and duty, right? No relation. Therefore, Therefore, a false conclusion, right? Both the conclusions are false. Neither one nor two follows will be the answer. Option A. Question 26. A prince drives 8 km towards east from a point A. He takes a right turn and drives 3 km. Again, he takes a right turn and drives 5 km. He takes a right turn and drives 8 km. Finally, he takes a left turn and drives 3 km to reach point B. How far and towards which direction should he drive now in order to reach point A again, right? So let us consider the directions first. North, east, east, south, and west, right? So Prince drives 8 kilometers towards east from point A, towards east. So we'll consider a point A somewhere here, right? So towards east, 8 kilometer he drives, right? He takes right turn. Right turn means towards the south, right? He takes right turn and drives 3 kilometer. So 1 minute. So yes, he drives 3 kilometer. He takes right turn and drives 3 kilometer. Again, he takes right turn to his right. Since he is facing south, his right will be towards west, right? And he drives 5 kilometer, right? He drives 5 kilometer. He takes right turn again, right? Since he is facing west, his right means towards north, right? So he takes right turn and drives 8 kilometer. So again, we'll consider 8 kilometer distance, right? So this is 8 kilometer, right? Finally, he takes left turn, right? So since he's facing north, his left means this direction, drives 3 kilometer, drives 3 kilometer, right? To reach point B. So point B is here. How far and towards which direction should he drive now in order to reach point A again? In order to reach point A again, how far he has to travel, right? In which direction? So in south direction he has to travel in order to reach point A, towards the south, right? From B to A, right? He has to travel south direction. And how far? So what is this distance? What is this distance from B to A, right? For that, we'll consider the paths he has traveled, right? If you consider P, Q, R, and S as the points, right? Where he stopped, and let M be another point, right? So here QR is equal to PS, right? PS is also 3 kilometer. QR is equal to PS, right? Which is equal to 3 kilometer, right? If PS is 3 kilometer and S to M is 8 kilometer, therefore PM is 8 minus 3, which is 5 kilometer, right? So from B to A, so BA is equal to MP, right? So PM or MP, both are same, right? You can take it as MP, right? Which is equal to B to A distance, right? Which is also 5 kilometer. Therefore, to reach point A, he has to travel 5 kilometer distance, right? So towards the south direction, right? So therefore, so among 4 options, 5 kilometer towards south would be the correct answer. Option B. Question 27. Select the option that is related to the third number in the same way as the second number is related to the first number and the sixth number is related to the fifth number, right? So here we'll consider first two numbers, 17 and minus 153, right? So minus 153. So the first number is related to the second number as, since 17 into 9 is 153, right? Am I right? Right? Since 153 has a negative sign, therefore, so into minus 9, 17 into minus 9, right? Into minus 9 gives you minus 153, right? Similarly, the last pair, right? Minus 21 and 189, right? Since 21 into 9 is 189, right? So 21 into minus 9 gives plus 189, right? Minus 29, sorry, 21 into minus 9 is equal to plus 189, right? So just we have to multiply the first number by minus 9 to get the next number. Similarly, for the second pair, minus 13, right? So minus 13 into minus 9, right, is plus 117, right? Therefore, so option B is the right answer, right? Plus 117. Question 28. Which letter cluster will replace the question mark to complete the given series? Here the first cluster is RJXU, right? So to relate the letter clusters, right? So I have written the positional values of each letter here. So RJXU. So let me write like this, right? Vertically RJXU. And the second cluster is ZANB, ZAN and B, right? So the first letter of first cluster and the first letter of the second cluster, right? These letters are R and Z. They are related as R is 18 here. Its positional value is 18 and Z is 26, right? So 18 plus 8 is Z, right? 8 should be added to R, right? Therefore, to get the next letter of the next cluster or the first letter of the next cluster, we have to add 8 to Z. Z plus 8 is, since Z is 26, plus 8 is H, right? So H will be the first letter of the third cluster, right? So we'll consider the second letters J and A, how they are related. J is 10, A is 1, right? That means we have to subtract 9 from J, right? So 9 from J. So 10 minus 9 gives you 8, which is 1, right? Right? Sorry, 8 minus J is 10 minus 9 is 1, which is 8. So next, to get the next letter, right? Or the second letter of the next cluster. So which number should be subtracted from A? Yes, 9 should be subtracted from A. Since A is 1, so when 9 is subtracted, so 1 is, if 1 is subtracted, you will get Z. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You will get R, right? So 18 plus 8 is 26 plus 1. 18 plus 9 is A, right? Therefore, so A minus 9 is R, right? So we'll consider third letters X and N, right? X is 24, N is how much? 14, right? So you have to subtract 10 from X to get N. Therefore, so subtract 10 from N. Since N is 14, minus 10 is 4, which is D. Therefore, third letter in the third cluster is D, right? So we'll relate U and B. How they are related? U is 21, B is 2, right? That means either you have to subtract some number or add. Adding is very easy, right? So U is 21. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. When you add 7 to U, you will get B, right? Therefore, add 7 to B. So B is 2 plus 7 is 9, which is I. Therefore, third cluster is HRDI. HRDI, option A is the right answer, right? To verify this, we'll consider the fourth and fifth clusters, right? Just H plus 8, R minus 9, third letter minus 10, fourth letter plus a 7. Very simple, right? So H is 8, 8 plus 8 is 16, which is P. And R is how much? R is 18, minus 9 is 9 itself. 9 is nothing but I. And D is how much? 4 minus 10. So 4 minus 10. So how to 4 minus 1 is 3, which is C, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4, minus 5, minus 6, minus 7, minus 8, minus 9, minus 10 is 20, which is T, right? So I plus 7, I is how much? 9, plus 7 is 16, which is P. PITP is the fourth cluster, right? So it is verified. Similarly, you can take the next cluster also. You will get XZGW, right, which is already given. Therefore, we require this answer, right? So the third cluster, which is HRDI, option A. Question number 29. town B is to the east of town A. So we'll consider the directions. So north, south, east, and west, right? North, south, east, and west. So we'll consider town B, which is east of town A. So if you consider town A here, right? Town B is to the east of town A, right? Like this. It is given that all positions are arranged in grid pattern. Grid pattern means the distance between any two towns is constant here, right? So next one. Town C is to the north of town B. To the north of town B means to this direction, right? So town C is to the north of town B and town D is to the east of town C. So town D is here to the east of town C and town E is to the south of town D. To the south of town D means like this, right? Town E is here to the south of town D. Right? So here the question is, what is the position of town E with respect to town A? So with respect to town A, town E's position is to the east, direction. Town E is to the east of town A. Therefore, option D is the right answer, right? So position of town E with respect to town A is to the east, option D. Question number 30. Select the option that is related to the fifth term in the same way as the second term is related to the first term and the fourth term is related to the third term, right? We need to find the sixth term, right? So for that, we'll consider first two terms. Out 2 is related to WWP4, right? So OUT 2 is related to WWP4, right? So here, positional value of O is how much? 15, right? So when 1 is added to O, you will get to P. O plus 1 is P, right? So next one, positional value of U is 21, W is 23. So we have to add 2 to U to get W, right? Therefore, so to get W again, right? The first letter of the code, right? So you have to add 3 to T. Since T is 20, W is 23. So T plus 3 is W and square of 2. 4 is nothing but square of 2, right? So similarly, the next two letters or next two terms, right? So A, X, E, Y, right, is coded as HZB25, right? Apply the same rule. A plus 1 is B, X plus 2 is Z, and E plus 3 is H, and square of 5 is 25, right? Therefore, to get the next code, right? So of the word art 7, right? A plus 1 is B, right? B is the last letter of the code. And R plus 2, R is 18 plus 2 is T, which is 20. And T plus 3. T, since T is how much? 20 plus 3 is 23, which is W. And square of 7 is 49. So WTB 49 would be the code for art 7, right? WTB 49. Option A is the right answer. Students, if you want to practice such questions from this paper, please visit our website www.examsnet.com. www.examsnet.com. You can also download our app. The link is given in the description box. Question 31. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and H are sitting around a square table facing outwards. So students will consider a square table like this. 8 people are facing, right, outwards. 8 people are sitting like this. They are facing outwards, right? So 4 at the center places and 4 at the corners, right? So next, right, some of them are sitting at the corners while some are sitting at the exact center of the sides like this. A is sitting to the immediate left of B, right? Since all 8 persons are facing outwards, their left means this direction, anti-clockwise direction. right? It is given that A is sitting to the immediate left of B. So if A is sitting here, B's position will be here, right? So B's left means, so in anti-clockwise direction, right? So to the immediate left of B, A is sitting, and to the immediate right of H, A is sitting, right? So A is sitting to the immediate right of H. Therefore, A's position is like this, H's position will be at the center, right? Then H is sitting between A and G. Therefore, G's position will be like this at the corner. Because H is sitting between A and G, then F is sitting to the immediate left of G, right? So to the immediate left of G means in the anti-clockwise direction, right? F is sitting. Therefore, F's position is at the center, right? Next, to the right of E, to the immediate right of E, F is sitting. Therefore, E's position is like this, because right means in the clockwise direction. Since all are facing outwards, their right means in the clockwise direction, right? Therefore, so F is sitting to the immediate right of E, right? Next, D is sitting between E and C, right? Therefore, D is between E and C. Therefore, C's position is like this, right? To the immediate right of B, right? C is sitting to the immediate right of B, right? Therefore, now the question is, yes, last point is C is sitting to the immediate right of B. So this condition is satisfied. So the question is, who is sitting between C and E? Between C and E, D is sitting, right? Therefore, option A. A is the right answer. Question 32. A, B, C, D, E, F, and G are 7 friends having different heights. A is taller than C. So we'll consider the person A like this. A is taller than C means person C is shorter than A, right? But shorter than B. A is shorter than B means, so B is taller than A, right? C is taller than F. Next point is C is taller than F. Therefore, person F is shorter than C, right? So, but shorter than A. C is shorter than A. This condition is already satisfied, right? Next point. B is taller than A, right? So, this condition is already satisfied. B is taller than A, but shorter than two persons. So, B is shorter than two persons. Means after B, there are two persons who are taller than B, right? Next, D is taller than B. D is taller than B, right? And E is not the tallest. So there are two persons after B, right? But E is not the tallest, right? Therefore, E is the second tallest, right? Second tallest person, right? And D is taller than B means D is the tallest person. D is the tallest person, and G is the shortest, which is already given. There are 7 persons, among them G is the shortest. Therefore, so G comes, that means G is the shortest person. G is the first person and D becomes the tallest one. So the question is, how many people are taller than C? So C is here. So there are 4 people taller than C, right? So 4 persons are taller than C. Therefore, option D is the right answer. Question number 33. What was the day of the week on 24th August 1923? Right? So to find the day of the week, so you should know that first day of every century starts on Monday, right? So we'll consider this point. First day of every century. Every century starts on Monday. Starts on Monday. Therefore, so 1900, right? In this year, 1st Jan was on Monday, right? So here 1900, it's a leap year, right? Leap year. There are 366 days. right? So 366 days make 52 weeks and 2 extra days, right? 2 extra days, right? Therefore, from 1900 to 1922, right? So we have 6 leap years. 6 leap years. They make 6 extra days, right? 6 extra days. That means in the month of February, we have 29 days, right? And also from 1900 to 1922, right? 1922. So we'll consider in each year, if we take 1 extra day, that means 365 days make 1 year. So 365 days make 52 weeks, 1 day, right? So from 1900 to 1922, so there were how many extra days? So 22 extra days, right? 22 extra days. So altogether, totally 22 plus 6, right? 6 extra days. So is it 6 leap years from 1900 to 1922? Yes, 1900, 1904, 1908, 1912, 1916 and 1920. Yes, this is right. So 22 plus 6, so totally 28 extra days we have to consider. So these 28 extra days make 4 complete weeks, 4 weeks, right? So that means 31st of 1922, right? 31st December 1922 was on Sunday. It was on Sunday. Therefore, 1st Jan of 1923, right? So starts on Monday. And we'll consider number of days from 1st Jan to 24th August, right? So number of days from 1st Jan in the same year, 1st Jan to 24th August, 24th August. So in the month of January, 31 days, right? 31 plus in the month of February, 28, right? Since 1923 is not a leap year, so 28 days in the month of March, 31, April, 30, then May 31, June 30, right? July 31. And in the month of August, we are considering only 24 days, right? Not 24, 14 or 24. Yes, 24 days, right? So together it is 236, right? So these 236 days, right, make how many weeks? So 236 by 7, 7 into 3, 21. And again, 7 into 3, 21. So 33 weeks and 5 days. 5 days. These 5 days are, right? So these 5 days are, so Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and the 5th day is Friday, right? So the last day, 5th day is Friday. So which is 24th August, 24th August, 1923, right? So it was on Friday. Therefore, option D is the right answer. Question 34. Select the set in which the numbers are related in the same way as are the numbers of the following sets. There is a note. Operation should be performed on the whole numbers without breaking down the numbers into its constituent digits. Example, 13. Operations on 13 such as adding or subtracting or multiplying or dividing, etc. Right? To 13 can be performed. Breaking down 13 into 1 and 3 and then performing mathematical operations on 1 and 3 is not allowed. Right? So there are 2 sets. Right? 56, 5 and 9 are the sets of the, numbers of the first set. Right here, so we'll consider the first number 56. Divide this number by 4, you will get 14. 14 into 4 is 56, right? So whereas 14 is nothing but the sum of second and third numbers 5 and 9, right? 5 plus 9 is 14. Therefore, when the first number is divided by 4, right? So which is nothing but the sum of second and third number, right? Therefore, so we'll consider the second set in which the first number is 80. Divide this number by 4, you will get 20. Right? Whereas 20 is sum of second and third number, so which are 8 and 12 is equal to 20, right? So second number plus third number gives first number divided by 4. First number divided by 4. Right? The logic is very simple. Second number plus third number is equal to first number divided by 4. Right? Therefore, among 4 options, which option follows the same logic, right? So consider the first option in which first number is an even number, which is 172, right? Which is divisible by 4, right? So 4 into 4 is 6, 4 into 3. So 172 by 4 is 43, whereas the remaining two numbers are 8 and 15, whereas 8 and 15 is equal to 23, which is not equal to 43. Right, which is not first number divided by 4. Therefore, first option doesn't follow the same logic. Whereas in the second option, we have first number as 151, right, which is not an even number and which is not divisible by 4 also, right? So 151 is not divisible by 4. Therefore, we cannot try option B. Right? Consider option C in which the first number is 143, so which cannot be divisible by 4. Therefore, no need to go for option C also, right? Consider option D, which is 100. So 100 can easily be divisible by 4. So 100 divided by 4 is 25, right? So which is sum of second and third number, which are 12 and, sorry, not 12, 11 and 14. Right? 11 plus 14 is 25. Right? Therefore, option D follows the logic that second number plus third number is equal to first number divided by 4. Right? Therefore, option D is the right answer. Question 35. Study the given diagram carefully and answer the question. The number is different. The number in different sections indicate the number of persons, right? So in the given Venn diagram, so 97 girls, right? So this 97, the number 97 indicates, so there are 97 girls, and 29 indicates, so 29 girls, they possess MBA degree, right? Whereas 18, in the number 18 indicates, so 18 girls, right, have MBA degrees, right, who live in USA. So the third set represents the persons who live in USA, right? Therefore, the number 18 indicates 18 girls, right, girls have MBA degree, right, who live in USA, who live in USA. Right? Here the question is, how many girls have MBA degrees? Right? Of course, 18 girls have MBA degrees. Right? So, right? So, including this 29 number, 29 girls. Right? Because this 29, right? The number 29 is between the set of girls and MBA. Right? This portion which I am showing now, right, which is a common portion between girls and MBA. Therefore, 29 girls also have MBA degree. Right? Right? Here the question is, the girls who have MBA degrees are 29 plus 18. Right? Because 18 girls, they have MBA degree, but they live in USA. Right? So we have to consider the girls who have MBA degree are 29 plus 18. Right? So 39, 47. So 47 girls have MBA degrees. Right? So just add these two numbers, 29 and 18. Therefore, option B is the right answer. Question 36. Select the set in which the numbers are related in the same way as are the numbers of the following set. So here is a note that operation should be performed on the whole numbers. For example, 13 or any number it can be, right? Operation should be performed on the whole numbers means, say if you take addition, subtraction, multiplication or division, any operation should be performed on the whole numbers. So we cannot perform the operations on the numbers like 1 and 3 separately, right? So it should be performed on the whole numbers means you have to take 13 plus 45 on the whole numbers, right? Therefore, here the question is, so there are two sets given. Each set contains 3 numbers, right? So among 4 options, which options follows the same logic, right? So here the logic behind the first and second sets is, so first number is 51. Here, first number is 51 in the first set. And the second number is 34. 34. So add these two numbers. You will get 85, which is third number. Third number. Therefore, the logic is first number plus second number is equal to third number, right? In the second set also, first number is 67, second number is 42. Just add them, you will get the third number, which is 109, right? Similarly, so first option, right? So we will consider first option 69 plus 44. First number plus second number, you will get 113. 113, which is not equal to the third number, 102. Right? So option A doesn't follow the same logic. Consider option B, 56 plus 31 is equal to 87, so which is not equal to the third number, which is 77. Therefore, option B doesn't follow the same logic. Consider option C, in which sum of first and second numbers, 78 plus 51 is equal to 129, which is not equal to the third number. Therefore, option C doesn't follow the same logic. Consider option D, 73 plus 38, so which is equal to 111, which is exactly equal to the third number. Therefore, option D follows the logic that first number plus second number is equal to the third number. So option D is the right answer. Question 37. Select the option that represents the letters which, when placed from left to right in the blanks below, will complete the letter series. That means if you fill these letters in the given blanks, so the whole the set of letters, they have to follow some pattern, right? That means it should form a series, letter series, right? So consider the first option. So fill these letters in the blanks given, right? It becomes, so fill M in the first blank. It becomes, I'll write the first letter U as it is. So the second letter has to be M, right? So third letter is given, which is U. Fourth letter is M, and fill the second blank with the second letter M in the option A, right? So next letter is P, right? So next, here is a blank, fill with U, right? So next is U and J. So here is a blank again, fill with U. So next we have M, P and P. There is a blank, fill with the next letter, which is J, right? Next we have J and U again. There is a blank, fill with the P, and we have MP, and lastly we have to write P, right? Whether it follows some pattern or not, we have to decide. UM, MP, UU, right? It doesn't follow any pattern, right? Like letter series. Therefore, option A is not the answer, right? Consider option B. So consider the first letter as it is U, second letter should be J, right? So fill the first blank with J. So it becomes UJ. Next is UM. So consider the second blank, fill it with M. Next we have P. Third blank should be filled with P. Next we have U and J. We have to fill the fourth blank with U. Next we have MMPP, right? So fifth blank should be filled with U. Next we have J and U. Fill the last but one blank with M. And lastly we have MP. So fill the last blank with P, right? Fill the last blank with P, Let us check. UJUMMPP. And again we have UJUMMPP. Again we have UJUMMPP, right? Therefore, if we fill the given blank with the second set of letters, right? Option B, right? So it follows some pattern, right? Like a letter series. Therefore, option B is the right answer, right? Option B. Question 38. Select the option that is related to the fourth term in the same way as the first term is related to the second term and the fifth term is related to the sixth term, right? So let us consider the first and the second terms and the logic behind them, right? Here the first term is 11 and the second term is 132. 132, right? The relation between first and the second term is, so 11 into its next number, which is 12, is equal to 132, right? So first term into its next number is equal to the second term. Very simple logic. We'll consider the last set of numbers 22 and 506, right? So if you take the product of 22 and its next number, which is 23, right? You will get 506. Similarly, second set of numbers, we have to find the first number in which, where, right, the second number is 342. 342. If you consider 17 and 18, right? So you will get 6 at last, right? In the units place, you will get 6, right? Right. So in the second set of numbers, 342 is the second term. Right? So no need to consider option A, right? In option B, we have 19, right? So its next number is 20. You will get 380 as the answer, right? Which is not the second term. Therefore, no need to consider option B also. Consider option C, in which we have 18 and its next number is 19, right? So their product is 342, which is the second term. Therefore, so 18 into 19 gives 342. Therefore, in the given question, the first number in the second term is 18. Option C is the right answer, right? Whereas the product of 18 and 19 gives 342. Therefore, option C will be the right answer. In a certain code language, merchant is written as NFSCHCPV and interior is written as JOUERKQT. How will junction be written in that language, right? So we'll consider the given words merchant and interior, right? So MERCHANT, right? CHANT is merchant. Right? For our reference, I have written the positional value of each alphabet. So here merchant M is, so the positional value of M is 13. M is coded as N here, right? So M is coded as N, right? Its next letter is N. Therefore, I can write M plus N as a, M plus 1 as N, right? Whereas E is coded as F. E is coded as F. So E plus 1 is F. Whereas R is coded as, the next letter is S here, right? R plus 1. Whereas C is coded as the same C. And H is coded as H itself. Whereas A is coded as C, right? So here A plus 2 is C. A is 1, C is 3, A plus 2 is C. Whereas N is coded as P. So N is 14, P is 16. Therefore, N plus 2 is P. Whereas lastly, T is coded as V. T plus 2 is V. T is 20, V is 2. Therefore, V is 22. Therefore, T plus 2 is 22. Therefore, first 3 letters plus 1 gives you their respective codes. And fourth and fifth letters will be as it is, right? And sixth, seventh, eighth letters plus 2 gives their respective codes, right? Similarly, for the next letter interior also, right? The logic is same. To find the code for junction, so we'll get JUNCTION, right? So first 3 letters plus 1. So j plus 1, u plus 1, n plus 1. J plus 1 is k, which is, yes, 11. And u is how much? 21 plus 1 is 22, which is v. And n plus 1 is nothing but o. And fourth and fifth letters will be as it is, C and T. And sixth letter plus 2, I plus 2 is how much? K. So O plus 2, O plus 2 is Q, and N is 14 plus 2 is 16, which is P. Therefore, code for junction is KVOC TKQP. So KVOC TKQP. 1 minute. TKQP. So option A, KVOC TKQP. Option A is the right answer. Question number 40. Three of the following four letter clusters are alike in a certain way and one is different. Pick the odd one out. Here the first cluster is ADBG, right? ADBG. Here the logic is, so first letter is A, which is 1, right? So its positional value is 1. D is 4, right? So I can write A plus 3 as D. Whereas D is 4, B is 2. So D minus 2 as B, right? Here G is 7, B is 2. So I can write B plus 5 as G, right? So first letter plus 3 is second letter minus 2 is third letter plus 5 is the fourth letter, right? So the second cluster is CFDI, CFDI. Here first letter is C, which is 3, right? F is 6. So first C plus 3 is F, right? So D is 4, F is 6. So F minus 2 is D. And I is 9, D is 4. So D plus 5 is I, right? Which follows the same logic, right? So the third one, T, W, U, Z. T, W, U, and Z, right? So T is 20, W is 23. So first letter plus 3 is second letter. And U is 21, right? So second letter minus 2 is the third letter. And Z is 26, U is 21. So third letter plus 5 is the fourth letter, right? Which follows the same logic. Consider the last option ILJQ, I, L, J, and Q, right? So I is 9, L is 12. So I plus 3 is L, right? J is how much? J is 10, right? So L is 12. 12 minus 2 is J, and Q is 17. J is 10. So J plus 7 is Q, alright? Here third letter plus 7 is the fourth letter. In the remaining options, third letter plus 5, alright, gives the fourth letter. Therefore, option D doesn't follow the same logic, which is odd one. Option D is the right answer. Question 41. Select the figure that will replace the question mark in the following figure series. So the given series has 3 figures. We need to find the fourth one, right? We'll consider the first figure in which we'll consider the star mark, right? In the second figure, the position of the star mark is changed in the clockwise direction. And also in the third figure, right? Therefore, star mark changes its position in clockwise direction. And look at its shading. So it is alternatively shaded. Therefore, the same star mark is alternatively shaded. Therefore, in the fourth figure, its position should be in the bottom left corner, right? Bottom left corner, and it should be shaded because in the third figure, it is not shaded, right? So look at 4 options. In option A and B, its position is different, whereas in option C and D, its position is bottom left corner. No need to consider option A and B, right? So either option C or D will be the right answer, right? So look here, consider the second figure, which is the rhombus-like figure, kite-like figure, right? This kite figure. In each figure, it is shaded. In the given series, In each figure, it is shaded. Look at its position. It is moving in clockwise direction, but its direction is changed, right? In each figure, it is rotated through 90 degree. Therefore, so moves in clockwise direction, moves in clockwise direction in each figure, and its direction is changed. That means rotated through 90 degree, rotated through 90 degree in each figure, right? Look at the second figure. So in which its position is changed and its direction is also changed. Whereas in the third figure, position changed and direction is also changed, right? Therefore, in the fourth figure, its position has to be the top left corner and its direction is horizontal, like this. In the fourth figure, its direction should be horizontal, right? And the position is top left corner. So look at four options, option C and D. In option D, we have this diamond shape or kite shape, right? So which is shaded and which is in top left corner and which is horizontal. Therefore, option D will be the right answer. Consider the third figure also, which is arrow mark, right? So which is arrow mark in the first figure, which is pointing towards left. In the second figure, which is pointing upwards. That means it is rotated through 90 degree. Rotated through 90 degree, right? And moves in clockwise direction. Moves in clockwise direction. Right? In each figure, it is rotated through 90 degree and this rotation is in clockwise direction, right? So in the fourth figure, its direction should be downwards, because in the third figure, it is pointing towards the right. Therefore, in the fourth figure, it should be downwards, right? At the center. Therefore, option D is the right answer, which is the fourth figure in the given figure series. Students, if you want to practice such questions from this paper, please visit our website www.examsnet.com. www.examsnet.com. You can also download our app. The link is given in the description box. Question 42. If A denotes plus, B denotes into, C denotes minus, and D denotes divided by, then what will come in place of the question mark in the following equation? So this is the given equation in which we have 9A. A denotes plus. So it becomes 9 plus 9. C denotes minus. It becomes 9 minus 55. D means divided by 5, right? Then B denotes how much? Into. B denotes into, right? Here is a question mark. So this question mark is a number. It's a number. Let the number be x. So it becomes into x is equal to 10. B denotes into 10 into 3. A5. A denotes plus 5. Right? Let us solve the given equation to find the value of x. What will come in place of question mark? So which is x, right? So to solve this, we are following BODMAS rule. BODMAS rule. So according to which, remove the bracket part first, right? Inside the bracket, we have three operations: 9 plus 9 minus 55 divided by 5, right? So division comes first, right? Before addition and subtraction. So inside the bracket, we have 9 plus 9 minus 55 by 5 is 11 into x is equal to, so in the RHS part, we have multiplication and addition. So go for multiplication first, right, according to BODMAS rule. Now in the LHS part, we have 9 plus 9 minus 11, which is 18 minus 11 into x is equal to 35, which is 7x is equal to 35. So value of x is 35 by 7, which is 5. Value of x is 5. Option A is the right answer. Question 43. Select the figure from the options that can replace the question mark and complete the given pattern. So to complete the given pattern, let us fill the center part like this, right? So if you consider the pattern to be filled like this as a triangular pattern at the center part, so we have this line, right? which completes the center part. Next, we have the rectangular part to be completed. Therefore, the rectangular portion looks like this. And above which we have a square portion to be filled. Therefore, square portion looks like this. Right? Therefore, among 4 options, option A completes the given pattern. Right? Option A. Question 44. Which of the following numbers will replace the question mark in the given series? We have first number 7, second number 15, and the next number is 30. Next is 62, right? So next we have 125 and 253. We need to find the last number. So here first and second numbers are related as add the same number, first number to the first number, 7 plus the same number, plus 1 gives the second number, right? And second number plus the same number, which is 15, right? Plus 0 gives 30, right? Next, 30 plus the same number plus 2 gives 62, right? And 62 plus the same number plus 1 gives 125. And 125 plus the same number 125 is 250 plus 3 gives 253, the last number, right? To find the last number, we'll take the difference between the numbers added, right? Here, apart from the same number, in each case, we have added 1, 0, 2, 1 and 3, which I am showing. The numbers added are 1, 0, 2, 1 and 3 apart from the same numbers, right? I will take the difference between the numbers added, right? So 1 minus 0 is 1 itself, and 0 minus 2 is minus 2, and 2 minus 1 is plus 1, and 1 minus 3 is minus 2, right? These differences are repeated alternatively, 1, minus 2, 1 and minus 2, and the next difference should be plus 1. Right, plus 1. If the difference between 3 and a number is plus 1, right, the next number to be added along with the same number is plus 2, right? So we have to add 253 plus 2 to the last but one number, right? So that the difference between the numbers to be added becomes plus 1. 3 minus 2 becomes plus 1, right? Therefore, the last number becomes, and last number is 253 plus 253 plus 2. So, which is 506 plus 2 is 508 is the last number, right? 508 is the last number. Therefore, option D is the right answer. Question 45. In a certain code language, garden is written as FYOEGQ and golden is written as FMIEGQ. How will island be written in that language? So here we'll consider the first word garden. For our reference, I have written the positional values of each letter. Right, so here G is coded as F. So G's positional value is 7, F's positional value is 6. So I can write G minus 1 as F. And A is coded as Y, right? So A is 1, Y is 25. So according to their positional values, A minus 2 can be written as Y, right? So in the reverse order we are considering. R is coded as O. R is 18, O is 15. So I can write R minus 3 as O. Next is D, which is 4. D is coded as E, right? So I can write D plus 1 as E. And E is coded as G. E is 5, G is 7. I can write E plus 2 as G. And N is coded as Q. N is 14. So Q is 17. 14 plus 3 is 17. So the logic behind this is first 3 numbers minus 1, 2 and 3 respectively gives their codes, and last 3 numbers plus 1, 2 and 3 respectively gives their respective codes, right? Similarly, the second word golden is written as FMIEGQ, right? So now we'll consider the last word island and its code, right? So first 3 numbers minus 1, minus 2 and minus 3 respectively. right? So I is 9, minus 1 is 8, which is H. So S is how much? S is 19, minus 2 is 17, which is Q. L is how much? 12, minus 3 is 9, which is I. And the last three numbers, plus 1, plus 2, plus 3 respectively. A plus 1 is B, N plus 2 is P, right? And D is 4, plus 3 is 7, which is G. Therefore, code for island is HQIBPG. HQIBPG, option D is the right answer. Last option is the right answer. Question 46. Arrange the following vehicles in a logical and meaningful order. Logical and meaningful order means, so among five vehicles, right? Here the lightest one is cycle. Bicycle is the lightest, right? So here the order is from lightest to heaviest vehicle. This will be the logical and meaningful order, right? So lightest is a cycle. Next comes after cycle, we have auto rickshaw. Next comes car. Next comes truck. Next comes train. Therefore, their order, so in a logical order, so is 3, third one is cycle, auto rickshaw is fifth one, car is the first one, according to the given order, right? So truck is the fourth vehicle and the train is second vehicle. Therefore, 3, 5, 1, 4, 2 is the correct order. 3, 5, 1, 4, 2, option D. Question 7. Select the figure which will replace the question mark in the given figure to complete the pattern. To complete the pattern, so at the center, right, we have an arrow mark to complete that, and we have one more short arrow mark like this, right, complete that, and we have a squared portion, right? So now draw an arrow mark towards the corner like this, right? And so to the corner, we have one more square part, right? Join this square, the corner of the square to the last corner, right? Therefore, so the missing part is, to complete the pattern, missing part looks like this. So a square, right? A square. Next, one more square like this, two squares. Draw an arrow mark to the corner of the first square, which is at the center. Then one more arrow mark, right? Long arrow mark and a short arrow mark like this. Therefore, this will complete the given pattern, right? Look at the options, right? And also we have to join these two corners, right? So corner of the second square and corner of the whole figure, right? Join these two. This will complete the pattern. So look at the options. Option B will complete the pattern, right? Question 48. Which two numbers from amongst the given options should be interchanged to make the given equation correct? Right? So in the given equation, if we interchange any two numbers, it balances the equation, right? So here, option A. So if you interchange 11 and 12, so whether it balances the equation or not, let me check. So if interchange 11 and 12, so equation becomes 108 divided by 3 minus 126 divided by, so inside the bracket we have 5 into 3 plus 12 becomes plus 11 because we are interchanging 11 and 12, right? So lastly, plus 4 should be equal to 12, right? So right hand side becomes 12. Now the left hand side becomes, so to solve this we are following BODMAS rule, according to which remove the brackets, a bracket part, right? Inside the bracket we have multiplication and addition, so go for multiplication first, right? Because according to BODMAS rule, multiplication comes before addition, right? So the given equation becomes 108 divided by 3 minus 126 divided by, inside the bracket we have 15 plus 11, 5 into 3 is 15 plus 11 plus 4 should be equal to 12. Now 108 divided by 3 minus 126 divided by 15 plus 11 is 26 plus 4 is equal to 12, should be equal to 12. Now we have removed the bracket. Go for off part. Off means if there is any percentage or square root or cube root or square or cube part, those parts should be solved first, right? So there is no off part to solve. Next comes division. Here we have two division part, 108 by 3 and 126 by 26. So 108 by 3 is how much? 36 minus 126 by 26. So you will get 4 point something, right? You will get a fraction, right? Lastly, plus 4 should be equal to 12. This is not equal to 12 because 4 point something, a fraction, when it is added to a whole number or when it is subtracted from a whole number, you will get a fraction. Therefore, this is not equal to 12. Therefore, if you interchange 11 and 12, so this will not balance the given equation. Therefore, option A is not the correct answer. Go for option B. So, option A is not the answer. Go for option B. Interchange 12 and 3. Right? So, equation becomes 108 divided by 3 becomes divided by 12 minus 126 divided by 5 into 3 becomes 5 into 12 plus 12 becomes plus 3 plus 4 should be equal to 11, right? Again, we are following BODMAS rule. BODMAS rule. Remove the bracket part first. So 108 by 12 minus 126 divided by, inside the bracket we have, so 5 into 12, 60 plus 3, 63, right? Plus 4. Now 108. So we have already removed the bracket. 63 you can write as it is. So there is no off part to solve. Go for division directly. We have two division parts, right? 108 by 12 is 9 minus 126 by 63 is 2 plus 4. So go for addition, right? Followed by subtraction. 9 plus 4 is 13 minus 12 is equal to 11, which is nothing but right hand side. Right? Therefore, if you interchange 12 and 3, you will get the answer. The equation will get satisfied. Therefore, option B is the right answer. Question 49. Looking at a family photo, F pointed to A and said, she is my sister, G is father, D is sister, E is father, P is wife. How is B related to F? So, to indicate these relationships, we are using some symbols like a circular symbol for all females, a square symbol for all males, right? A horizontal line for siblings, a vertical line or slightly slanted line for difference of generation, difference of generations, and double horizontal line for married couple. Double horizontal line for married couple. All right. Here the question is, F pointed to A and said, F is pointing towards A and said, she is, here she means A is, right? She is my sisters. My sisters means F's sisters, G's. So F's sister is G, right? That means F and G are siblings. F's sister means single horizontal line. So G is sister, use a circular symbol. My sister G is father. G's father is D. G's father D is a male. Right? Use a square symbol. D's sister is. D and E are siblings. E is D's sister, therefore use a circular symbol. D's sister is father B's. So D and E's father is B. Their father is B. Since D and E are siblings, their father is B's wife. B's wife is A. She means A. She is means A is my sisters. So F's sisters, sister G's father D is, sister E's father is B. B's wife is A. Right? Now, how is B related to F? How is B related to F? Right? So, to F, B becomes father's father. Since F and G are siblings, their father is D. Right? D's father is B. Therefore, to F, B becomes father's father. Means grandfather. Therefore, look at the options. Option C is the right answer. Question 50. Which two numbers from amongst the given options should be interchanged to make the given equation correct? So as in the previous question, I think question number 46 or 47 here also. So which of the two numbers should be interchanged to balance the equation, right? So we'll go for option A. Interchange 2 and 8. Equation becomes 240 divided by 2 becomes divided by 8 plus 5 into 8 becomes into 2 plus 15 into 8 becomes 15 into 2 should be equal to 100, right? So, which is equal to, according to board mass rule. Again, we are following board mass rule. Remove the bracket part. And B stands for bracket. So, 240. So, inside the bracket, we have two operations, division and addition. Go for division first. 240 by 8 means 30 plus 5 into 2 plus 15 into 2. So 35 into 2 plus 15 into 2. Here also multiplication comes first before addition, right? According to board mass rule. 35 into 2 is 70 plus 15 into 2 is 30. We have 100, which is nothing but right hand side part. Therefore, if we interchange 2 and 8, right, the equation will get balanced. Hence, option A is the right answer. Students, if you want to practice such questions from this paper, please visit our website www.examsnet.com. You can also download our app. The link is given in the description box.